Your game planning as you think about game planning, right? Not just like in meetings, but as you're driving in your car. What is the difference of maybe back when you were a coordinator, you were just had little X's and O's dancing in your head, and now that you're a head coach, are you thinking about, is that guy going to class? Oh yes, like what's your free time, your daydreaming like? How is it different?
It's a great question. It's a great question. I can always count on you for one of these questions.
Yeah, in your head.
So one of the things I've done is when I go home at night or when I drive to work in the morning, I turn off the radio, I turn my phone off, and that's 20 minutes of just peace where I can focus on the team, I can focus on the defense, I can focus on the special teams, and take a picture of, really thinking about it as a head coach. Because once I get caught up in here and it's offense and scheme and different plays and things like that, I really dedicate that time to, like you said, let your mind wander in terms of what needs to get done. Where are we at with player personnel, where are we at in those type of areas. Recruiting is always on the forefront, that's always number one, so that takes priority over everything. But those times in terms of driving to work and coming home, that's times where I really just try to focus on the things that you need to make sure that you're on top of as head coach.
And you talked about like Mike having good ideas, and we know Kevin's been a play caller in his career for a long time. Do you just not have as much time for your own creativity and because you have so many things to do that you have to lean on them a little bit more for stuff, or do you find time to be like, man, I really just need to think about red zone offense and sit down and decide what the plays are going to be? How much of the thinking about offense have you given up, or how much have you made sure, no, I can't give that up. That's what I'm good at.
I feel like because our staff, I'm in there so much, and Urban was involved last year, but now having Mike in there, and then having Brian Hartline a year older, having the experience of Tony and Stud in there, and then Kevin being in his third year, and we have some really good young coaches as well who have been in the program now for a while. We have catalogs of different ideas, and they'll come to me. They'll come in my office. They'll text me at night. They have different ideas. So I think our staff as a whole is stronger. They're creative, and so it isn't just me. It's that whole staff, and I think that they've all stepped up their game, and they're going to have to continue throughout the season.
And when you look at your defense as an offensive guy, does it feel like with what Jeff and Greg are doing that do you expect that opposing offenses maybe will have less of an idea from play to play what Ohio State's defense is going to look like? Do you think they'll be more confused, or just, you guys were so good at press man for such a long time here, and I know you guys did some other stuff last year too, but as you analyze it from your side of things, how does that feel, that defense now coming at you?
No, I think they do a nice job with disguising things and giving you a picture and doing something else, but more importantly, I think they're taking a lot of pride in being able to play fast and getting their cleats in the ground and playing tough and playing the run and making sure they're clean on their assignments and then playing with great passion. So that's where we got to see really good tackling on Saturday. We got to see guys run to the ball with great pursuit. But I think you'll see some disguises, but I also think you'll see a lot of sound football.
Got just a few more minutes, folks. Front row right.